Mfundishi13 Crystalsun. Today's topic is healthy relationships. Everyone has a spouse. Everything is here. Nothing is found. Nothing is lost. So I'm gonna get straight to the point. In a relationship, you shall have 50-50, like my yacht. Balance, peace, harmony, justice, a fair trial. Everything must be equal. Okay, you're gonna hear people say, well, nobody's perfect, nothing is perfect. We are perfect, and that is your perfect match. You have to know what is perfection. They say everyone has flaws. No, they don't. Everyone's gonna do you wrong. No, they don't. Everyone does you right. Everything in life is pre-coded. So that person is showing you the real them. They say, well, you can't change a person. Well, people change. People go from people go from a newborn baby to a serial killer. Some people go from heroin addict to sober. Are you willing to fight? Are you willing to go to the next level? Most people think that they're ready, but they're not ready. Find you someone that you could, have someone that you could build with. A lot of people love people that's already set. Now you have to identify, like, how would this person react as if I didn't meet them when they didn't have this. When you meet them set, you think that's the real them. You want to know both sides. Like, how would this person react if everything is replaced? When you build with a person and everything resets, you could understand that person because you met them at that setting, that location. Everything must be balanced. Must have the same viewpoints on every topic. Eat the same, think the same, walk the same. That's what makes the relationship strong. It makes it strong. No competition. And you know me, I'll be the first to tell you. Get you one of these. Get you a queen. Get you a king. Yeah. Red, black, and green. Y'all know what it is. Do I proclaim to go outside of your race? Yeah, there's rumors we the dominant gene, but I'm not for the mixing. Everything that you mix dilutes, and in the word dilute, the prefix is die. So, bring us back. Well, actually, bring us forward. That word back is pretty. It holds some weight. Has a negative cloud around it. I don't like to use the word back. Bring us forward. Reincarnate. Life is a ride. Reincarnate. So these are my suggestions on having a spouse. You have to have someone that's on the same mental state as you. Because once they're thinking on a different thinking pattern, you're going to invest more time correcting them, which I told you earlier, they're already proclaiming who they are. And I hear a lot of females say, that's not my type of man. Now you have a stereotype mind frame. That's like a polar opposite seeing you, don't know you, and say you are a felon. Bob Marley has a saying, he says, truth is everyone's gonna hurt you, but have the person, he said find the person. I'm phrasing it in my route. Have a person that's worth suffering for, I wouldn't use the word suffering for, but have someone that's gonna help. I would pick help over anyone. Okay, everyone has a preference of a person. When you 93 and 97, how many cars you brought, how much money you spent, wouldn't matter. What's gonna matter is how you raised your child, your offspring. The good memories, the talks, the walks of that person. Because everyone specializes in a type of person. When it has been proven a doctor and a lawyer could produce a serial killer, the probability probably be low, but it happens. Or you could have, let's say, how can I put this? Let me think. How can I put it? You could have a serial killer have a baby from a nurse, and the child come out perfectly fine. It's how you raise that child. Are you putting in the time, the effort? Are you letting your child watch TV, television, tell lies to your vision? Are you studying your child's work? Are you really serious? All this is coming from a relationship-based standpoint. You have to be serious. I would proclaim that the African race have more, produce more. I would say every king queen should produce 5 or more. That would be, on average. It's the relationship, it's the bonding, it's the holy trinity, the mother, father, child. Everyone has a person. I know it's child support and it's schemes to take the man outside of the household, but are you willing to study about these schemes? Are you willing to hold your weight just in case the spouse perishes, which is natural? Can you hold your own weight? See, everyone wants to run the child support, but when the spouses perish, what you gonna do then? So we know that was set up, for us to go against each other. And I'm not blaming the people that invented this child support, because we have the power to not to fall for the trickery. I feel like it's trickery. Because when you're locked up in jail, you're not paying it anyway, so what's the point of, we have to have strong relationships. And we must see each other as kings and queens. That will make us reproduce faster. No crackhead, no bad beat, none of that. Control your thinking. We are kings and queens. We are the best on the planet, the dominant gene. Reduplicate is legal. And love the offspring. Teach. That's what it's all about. I know social media got a female looking at the rappers and, she worried about your bank account and you don't have this, and that's the mind state of the female. Sometimes dudes, we want a female with a nice car and all this money. For what? It still ain't yours. It's still on her bank account. Our marriage is once we have a child from a person. That's the African way of marriage. Not signing a paper, then 12 years later we break up and you got a house and I got the kids and you got the money and I'm living by the bridge. No, that's not in our culture. Relationships are meant for love. Or you could bring it to the table like, I want multiple people. 7 times 3, that's 21. That's 21 kids. The bill's gonna be paid. Instead of looking at it as, oh, that's a slut, that's a whore, that's a pimp. Just look at it from a mathematic standpoint. We know that it wasn't always diseases Just how we populated the world. You think people walk around naked, you think we want popping everything? And we still popping everything. So we have to take that into consideration. Like, we have to keep the foundation strong. It's always going to be a scheme or someone inventing to break us, but it's up to us. Are we going to fall for that trickery? Or are we going to trip and fall for the trickery? Because trust me, them traps are going to be there. You know? And everyone, I always hear females like, I'm not ready. You was born to produce, so how aren't you ready? Most of them are so fearful of that financial gain, and they're not gonna have a place to stay, and I need my diapers, I need this and that. But everything in life is here for you. So what's the fear? Let's create stronger relationships, more interest, calls, more texts, more FaceTime every day when you wake up or sleep. Love your spouse, hug them. And it's not just because people feel like they don't know when they're going to perish, which I always teach that you do, though. Because with the love, it brings strength, you know. And honesty, once you're loyal, then everything becomes smoother. And then you bring an offspring, which is going to think naturally like you once you teach it, and then the cycle keeps going. Mfundishi13 Crystalsun, my topic on relationships. Until then, unity. Peace.